the other video saying we're going to do the biggest project. I'm not sure what we're going to do. He said his dad said he's going to take up the rest of today or tomorrow and maybe longer. What has it been?
Right, earlier, not one of your videos, but earlier you looked at what it took to become a zookeeper, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Go to the zoo.
And both of you said you want to buy your own zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to do just that. You have unlimited money, as much money as you want. Harry, paying attention. You have as much money as you want.
Yeah.
Money isn't the issue here. You are going to, first of all, you're going to have to get a big piece of paper or several pieces of paper and put it together. I want you to design your zoo. So you're going to design the layout, what animals you're having, where the car park is, where the kiosk is, where the lemonade, where people go in and pay, where the lemonade stand's going to be, where the cafe's going to be, where you're going to keep the food. I want you to design the poster to advertise your zoo. I want you to find out what animals you're having and what those animals are going to need in their cage. So if you are keeping tigers, you need something to keep your tigers entertained and not Carol Baskin's husband. Yeah? You need different things like that. You need to decide how much you're going to charge people to go into your zoo. Are you doing a price for kids, price for adults, a price for a family? So is it a discount if all four of us went in? Or do I have to pay an adult price for me? Do I have to pay two children's prices and an adult price for Dylan, or a child's price for Dylan? When does the child price stop? Does it stop at 14? Does it stop at 11? Can people buy food? If so, what's on your menu? What food are you selling? Are you selling zebra burgers or not? Well, would people think that it was real zebra in there? What animals are you keeping? Everything, every single thing to do with your zoo. I also want to know how many keepers you're going to have, how many ground staff you're going to have, how much it's going to cost people that are going to just look after the park and tidy up and stuff like that. How much it's going to cost if you have to have a chef in your kitchen.
Is this a project together?
No, individual parks. What's your zoo going to be called? Is it going to be called Harry's Zoo? Is it Poppy's Pelican Paradise and she's just doing aquatic animals? Is it called, Harry's Outback Zoo and you're just doing Australian animals? It's up to you what you want to call it, what it is, what the logo is, what the design for it is. And I need you to work out how much it's going to cost to run your zoo. If a zookeeper costs £10,000 a year and you have 5 zookeepers, that's £50,000. If the girl that works selling the tickets only costs you £5,000, that's £55,000. You're going to have to add that up. Then you're going to have to work out how many tickets you're going to have to sell in order to pay for the staff. I told you it's a big project, Poppy. Now you're looking worried. Did you want to do this as one big one together?
Yeah. You know what would be cool, Dad?
So what? So Harry can do the maths?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of it then. Because once we've done this whole project, design everything, we can make our cardboard. Yeah, and design everything. In Roblox, you can make stuff. So once we've designed everything and done everything, we can actually go on Roblox and create that zoo. We can make it
like a virtual tour of your zoo. So if you design it on paper, you can then go inside Roblox and do a virtual tour of your Roblox.
Yeah.
You can then do
animals, no. We can't get animals, but we'll do like the closures and stuff.
So if you are doing it together, you need to agree on the name, if it's HP Zoo or PH Zoo or something completely different. You need to design the logo. So what you need to do is you need different jobs. So, Poppy, your job is the prices. Harry, I'll do how much a lion costs and how much it costs to feed them each week.
My job will be to pet the kit or the animals.
So you have to work together, and it is a big project. I do not want to scrap a paper with, this is our zoo and we're keeping a tiger on it. I want in depth every single animal. If you are keeping fish, you need water, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to put where the things are. You need to design the layout of your park. You need to design how you're going to make money. I want the logo. I want the prices. I want what the things are going to cost you. How much it's going to cost each year just to keep the animals. And if it's going to cost £100,000 a year, and it's £10 a ticket to get in, how many tickets do you have to sell each year to get people in? Are you going to do special events? Are you going to do night feeding? I want you to do everything you can think of for this zoo and more. You can go online, you can get price tickets from other zoos, you can see what other zoos do. Are you going to have a little train? You know, like some of them have tractors, don't they, that you ride around in the field. Is that part of the entrance fee, or do they have to pay an extra £1 to go on it? Do you buy a bag of food to feed the wallabies at 50p a bag? Because then that saves you, I mean, to feed the wallabies sort of thing, you know, if you know you've sold 100 of these bags, they're not going to need feeding, are they? Or only a little bit of food, so it's going to save you money and make you money. Every single thing. And then I want it drawn out. And then if you want to go inside Roblox and design it, to do a virtual tour as well, you can.
I have to get a lot of money, but this is going to be.
But if you're designing it and doing the layout, you might be better off doing it on like 3 or 4 bits of paper stuck together, or different areas. I even want to see where the car park is, where the entrance is, where you walk down, everything. Crack on then.
So I've designed the park, and I decided we might be able to have. This is the next day anyway. I think we might be able to have like a baby park. It's not all babies allowed to go to the zoo.
So you'd have like animal-related slides and climbing frames and stuff.
Like a dragon like head at the top, like little steps, like a tail, like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or like a little cover like boards with animal faces on.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, and you're doing.
I did the logo.
So what is your zoo called?
HP Exotic Zoo.
HP Exotic Zoo. Okay, so what's the
You
next thing you're
definitely
moving
didn't take that off, but it was too exotic.
on? What's your next thing that you're going to do?
We're not sure. I don't know what the list is called. Yeah, that's the list. Harry's down prices.
That's a good start. Yeah.
And then prices for tickets.
Right. Did you make them up, or did you look at other zoos and see what they're charging?
I looked at others and used some of them. So the stuff that we need to do is cafe menu. Actually, just tick off this.
Tick off what you've done. Yeah.
And I did the logo. And the name. Okay. Cafe menu, list of animals, workers, design the zoo. Done that.
Poppy's designed the zoo.
I've designed the zoo. What enclosures, how much money, tickets, toilets, petting places, food bags, aquarium, food, like fishes and stuff.
My tummy rumbling.
Car park, check-in, online website, video. Like if you're at home and you're poorly, you can also like you know how we're stuck in the COVID, yeah. You could like
do a virtual tour of your zoo and see the animals.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
And then you've got like people got a golf cart.
You're going to do something like that.
And stuff like if you're old and you like come on a family trip like that.
It's a good idea. What about adopting an animal or sponsoring an animal?
Yeah.
So
or
people
buying an animal. We've got
maybe yeah.
We've got gift shop, but only like little animals like bunnies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Gift shop and like a soft play. Nobody's in the soft play.
What about a competition to name an animal? So people pay, I don't know, a couple of pounds, and then they put forward what they want to be the name of the animal, and you draw it out of a hat or something like that.
Yeah, and then like a manager picks one out in this year. So
that will raise money, wouldn't it, for your zoo? Yeah.
Tombola.
What? Pull the name out of a tombola?
Yeah.
We could do that with numbers, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you give everybody who buys a name or suggests a name, they pay for a ticket, and that ticket's got a number.
Wins a free gift from the gift shop or something. Like a lucky dip. So.
Yeah. Anything else you can think of?
Not really.
Right. Well, crack on then.
I've done the pet, but I've lost my list.
Sorry. What animals are you having? Have you decided yet?
No, I've lost my list, but I got a couple that I think we got good. Tigers.
Yeah.
Peacocks.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are those things that? What are those things when we went that last year and Harry liked?
Wallabies.
Wallabies. I can never remember the name. And what's it called? monkeys.
And are you going to have animals from a certain area? So it's going to be divided into like an Australian area where you have wallabies and kangaroos, or you're going to have an African area or that sort of thing?
Okay.
Well, it's up to you. It's your zoo.
We'll do that.
Got to make it as appealing as possible to make people go.
Wombat! Gross. A wombat.
No. That's Dylan that went past, not a wombat.
What about Harry? What about don't we have like a tunnel where there's like little spiders in glass cages, so you can just like walk down the tunnel and see spiders.
Tunnel of spiders, so you go through this glass. That's a good idea. And there's spiders.
So but they're actually in glass, so they can't see. So like it's like a tunnel but glass around it, and then just like that.
When I say critters, I mean like spiders, snakes, lizards.
The spiders. The spiders eat the snakes.
Well, you could do it in different sections, wouldn't you? So the glass, so it's one big glass tunnel, but it's got glass sections in it. So
well, you could, but you can't really see it.
So you could, so you could walk through the spider bit, then into the snake bit, so you could be underneath the belly of the snake.
Crocodiles.
I don't want to come to our zoo.
Sharks.
Sharks would be expensive though, Pop, wouldn't they?
Aquarium.
You'd need a massive tank for a shark.
And we need loads.
Yeah, but Dad, we don't have a budget.
You don't have a budget, but you'd also have to work out how many people you're going to have to get in to pay for it all, remember?
A lot of people.
A lot of people, so you're going to have a lot of attractions to make people want to go to your zoo.
Yeah, so if we have sharks, people want to go to our zoo.
that bridge thing of the lions and the snakes. That bridge thing with the lion and the snake, but we'll get not lions, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I think what we should do is we should have like a massive set, so we can have like a massive section and put like snakes and like a little light bulb at the top because they can the little loads of snakes on one bit, concrete, then like then maybe on the top or on the side like spiders. A bit of concrete so they stay still.
Yeah.
And then like somewhere else like lizards.
That would be a good idea,
The
yeah.
idea then, so we did the prices for the tickets really cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cheaper than the other ones.
Yeah.
But we did that so more people would come to the zoo.
Yeah.
More people would buy it because they're like, oh, that's cheap.
And then when you
if we have an aquarium, a farm, a zoo, they're separate things that loads of people go around to see.
You could do a special
But
price.
They can see that in one day.
Okay. What if you did a special ticket where people could be like gold members, so they pay more money, but then they're allowed to do something that other people aren't, like they're allowed to go behind the scenes and help look out the rhinos or that sort of thing.
Who would do that?
I don't know, somebody might.
Wait, like special people who can like pet some of the pets that aren't that vicious.
Yeah.
Like tigers.
I think they might be a bit vicious though for petting.
There it is.
Like the bunnies and stuff.
Yeah.
Premium, so there's a premium gold.
Yeah, well, it's up to you what you call
Can
it.
we say like adults £2? Per one. What about £1.50 per adult?
That's cheap for a zoo. Yeah.
And only one.
No, for an adult, it's £15.
And for a child,
£10.
but under three, free.
And do you do a family ticket?
You're under 3, it's free.
Is it like sometimes these places do like a family of 4 or a family of 5, and it's a little bit cheaper.
I'll do a family.
When does a child ticket stop? How old are they?
Under 3.
No, when does it stop? When do they stop being a child and have to pay an adult ticket?
15.
Okay.
Which is quite good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what you're doing. I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye.
One more sideways there.
It's up to you because it's going to be however big you're going to make it. I put 2 ahead of it, so you can go across and then
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
and then get your layout sorted.
So we are just taking bits together. I know I'm going to drink super thirsty. What we have done is we've tried to
don't know where to put stuff.
Oh, Harry, I'm wobbling all over the place here. Right.
When we
Leave it on your
when we do
chair.
this in Roblox, we might not be able to do this, but we'll try and get all of our pets if we can.
No, I don't think we're going to be able to do it in Roblox because this is going to be a big park. and the thing is,
You don't have
Roblox,
You can't
need
have
money.
a place on your own, can
You
you?
need, no, you need money to build stuff in a house. And
All right, well, then don't worry about the Roblox on then. And what else are you going to do? You said something earlier about a film, didn't you, Pop?
yeah,
We can make it a film.
You're going to make a film to advertise your...
Graphic.
yeah, we're
Tiger
gonna have,
cat.
like,
Tiger running past. A tiger.
Right, well, then get on with your design and what animals you need,
we
and then you
don't-
can go from there.
We've got the animals, but we just don't know where to put the cages.
One
Well,
of
that's up
these
to you, isn't it?
rabbits.
Yeah, but we don't know whether to have it further apart or close. I don't know.
It's up to you. Well, I wouldn't put lions next to wallabies, but you could put kangaroos next to wallabies, and then you could have a picnic area, and then have your tigers over here, and then tigers and elephants, they tend to go close together, you know, that sort of thing.
All right.
That's what you're supposed to be working out.
Okay.
Told you it was a big project.
Why did you make it so big?
Gives you something to do. Can't just do little silly little ones. Maybe you could invite the Rock to come down on opening day, and he could open it for you, and then you could have a rock area. What animals live on rocks?
Lizards.
Goats. Some goats live on rocks.
Tigers.
Leopards.
Maybe you could have a lion and call it Dwayne, and then invite the Rock to come and open your zoo.
Wait, I have an idea.
Poppy, still with us, or are we dreaming of the Rock?
What? What are we doing? We got
Just
leopards
thinking.
now. Oh, okay.
Where are we up to now? We've got more design on the park itself, yes?
Yeah. I thought maybe, because we had a massive space area, maybe we could put like farm animals where like.
So you could do a farm as part of your zoo, yeah?
Where like kids like a farm put like hands out where you can feed like the
Goats and
pigs.
stuff like lots of them
like,
do, yeah.
Like horses and things.
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
We have a cafe here,
Yeah.
and we have a couple of picnic.
Are you still working on the menu as well?
Puppy.
I'm really confused about the menu.
We've got a bit of space over here,
Yeah.
a bit of space over here, and we can put some more
I
pages on
thought
the
we
top.
could
I don't know
put
what to
giraffes
put
over
here.
here.
It's a good idea.
I don't know what to put here.
What, should we put the bridge here?
Bridge.
The the aquatic bridge, with all the with the snakes and stuff. The bridge that he was going to do, tunnel.
Ah, so we can go like
And
this.
here.
And you're
to
putting
here.
Dylan's Crocodile Park in, aren't you?
Yeah, just for Dylan. Don't need Dylan to see it and touch it coming down.
We're gonna have it here, and then we'll have like a big tunnel.
Have you got on with your menu?
I'm really confused. I don't know what to do.
Well, what sort of things do you like to see in
it?
it?
Because they're gonna think we're just eating our own chickens.
So you're going to make it a vegetarian menu?
Yeah, but I don't know what to put.
Hey Dad, I've
Like
done
a
a massive
mac and
tunnel.
cheese.
Massive tunnel.
Look at that.
Well, then go online, Poppy, and look for vegetarian
Spider,
menus and take some
spider.
things that you fancy.
Can I read the menu? Because I'm really confused.
Yeah. Okay.
Spider.
Have you worked out how many zookeepers you're going to need yet?
About 100.
She said
100 zookeepers. That's a lot of zookeepers.
But
a
look
lot of
at
animals.
Yeah, but you need one like main zookeeper and some volunteers or stuff. Carol
Yeah,
Baskin gets
but-
people work for nothing.
Yeah, we'll
Dad,
have volunteers.
I think I got a really good idea, yeah?
Mm.
So I hope you like it. But so basically, what is people pay extra? So these people, yeah. So they get like a special ticket, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they pay extra to do something that the other people can't do, like.
Give me what I told you earlier. That's not your great
like
idea.
Like come go behind the scenes and like see the other animals like that and like touch the animals.
Yeah, that's a good
Great
idea.
idea of mine, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a great
okay.
idea of
Yeah,
mine.
it's a really good idea of mine.
Nice! You stole
Okay.
it from me.
Yeah.
A minute.
We're doing well.
All right.
I don't think it's going to take the rest of today.
Okay.
Should we have the Should we have like can we please have like a giraffe here? Yeah.
What about an education centre where school
You
trips
learn
could
about
go
it.
and you learn about the
Yeah.
animals and stuff?
Yeah.
We can have it here.
And where are you keeping the food?
But
You haven't got any buildings to store the food in. Keep working.
okay, so we've designed our park, which is a very, very big park, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm just starting to colour it and give it some more colour, so it could be like a map on the wall inside of it. I was looking for staff and prices for the zookeepers, but this is going to take me a while. We have over 26 animals, I think.
So 26 different enclosures and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, so we have lots of different things and we've got lots of different cool ideas. But yeah, this is going to take me a while.
Good lord.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Right, what are you doing?
Looking up how much they make a year.
Who?
Zoos.
Zoos or zookeepers?
Zoos.
Okay, how much does a zoo make a year?
17.2 billion.
That's 17.2 billion a year?
It says, how much money do zoos make? The report estimating the total economic output of...
That's all zoos.
Oh.
You need to be like an individual zoo. Aren't you looking for how much the zookeepers make? Because different zoos are going to make different amounts of money, isn't it? So,
A zoo. Should we do zoo make? Because then we can just look up what
or the cost of a zookeeper. You know, what's the average
Yeah.
wage of a zookeeper? How many zookeepers are you going to need? If you need 100 zookeepers, it's that £10,000, say, times 100, isn't it? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So how many tickets are you going to have to sell then? You know, and that sort of thing. So, but different levels of zookeepers, you know. You've also got to think of a vet. Do you have a vet there or a vet on standby or...
Oh, yeah.
and things like food. You know, I think lions aren't cheap to feed, are they? I don't think they'll get away with a couple of packets of Dreamies a day.
I want to feed the baby lions, like give them milk.
San Diego Zoo. Oh, wow. The zoo paid total wages of $136.9 million in 2015. About 10 million more than 2014. Meanwhile, management salaries climbed. Climbed to 2.2 million in 2013 to 3.5 million in 2014 and 3.8 million last year.
Look at
2016.
Steve Irwin's zoo in Australia. So it's Australia Zoo, I think it's called. And that's Steve Irwin's zoo.
How much money does...
Well, Steve Irwin's zoo obviously is quite a popular, I think probably the most popular zoo in
So,
Australia.
Australia Zoo.
It's called Australia Zoo. You know the crocodile man that got killed by the stingray?
Crocodile Man.
Yeah, Steve Irwin. You've seen some of his documentaries. He's famous Australian, and he does. He was the one that goes crikey, and he was big conservationist and did Australia Zoo. And then you could also compare that to what's that really nice zoo that we like?
Oh, Robert Irwin. I know now because he was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, quite possibly. Yeah,
you know, what's his name? Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He was terrified of all his animals.
yeah, and his daughter Bindi Irwin was in the new Free Willy film.
The new one, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a fact? You know Kevin Hart, yeah? He's actually The Rock's best friend, and you know in the film Jumanji, they were actually friends in that, and they're actually friends in real life.
I love the way you managed
Really?
to. It's a rock fact in everything that we do.
Australia Zoo.
Yeah, and then compare it with, you know, that book I read about South Lakes Zoo, the one we went to a few times, where you first saw what are them the light monkeys that you like? Is it ring-tailed lemurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you really like them. That's where we walked through the enclosure and saw them sort of running around and jumping.
Yeah.
So you can compare the differences. So where in the world would your zoo fit? Also, where in the world is your zoo going to be?
Oh yeah. We were gonna do HP Dundee and then do it in Dundee.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I looked up what was the meaning of Dundee.
Yeah.
And then it came up with the place near Scotland, so we can
Yeah.
go HP Dundee.
That's fine, but then what kind of catchment area of people are you going to have? I mean, are you going to get a lot of tourists? Because you need obviously somewhere rural where you can get a lot of land, but then you need to get a lot of people to go there.
Yeah.
So, you know, so there's all these other little factors you have to think of in your zoo, because you don't want to be in the middle of absolutely nowhere where people aren't going to go. But you can't build it in a city either, you know, so there's different things you have to look at. But you've got unlimited money, so you can put it anywhere you want in the world.
Yeah.
But you're not going to build it in Australia next to Steve Irwin's zoo, because everybody's
He's
going to
got 700 acres and 500 staff. Look, it says here, I said, how big is Australia Zoo? 700 acres, employees over 500 staff.
There you go.
Oh, what?
But some of them will just be groundspeople or cleaners and kitchen staff and stuff. So you've got so many different things that you need to look at.
700 acres?
Crikey. So where in the world are you putting it? So we come back to that one.
Poppy, yeah, kind of got a problem.
What?
You know, because it said we had a lot of animals by 2026. Well, the biggest zoo in the world. Well, not biggest, but the most
Big one.
populous zoo in the world is the San Diego, showcasing the stories of more than 3,700 animals.
So 26 might not cut it. But you did... Hang on. You've got to look at different species because you're not going to have one rhino. You might have 5 or 6 rhinos.
Yeah.
You're not going to have one tiger. You've got to have a couple.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you need to have many
They're probably
different
gonna have
species of animals, Harry,
Oh my god.
rather than how many animals, because they've probably counted up 20 rabbits, you know. So
Yeah.
you need to look at how many different
There are how many animals, not
species
how many
of animals, types of animals.
enclosures.
Yeah, exactly. So you can look at that. So
But I
don't panic
think-
too much.
I think the biggest one in the world, not the most populous one, the biggest is Steve Irwin's.
Yeah.
700 acres, Poppy.
What kind of pigs are you going to have?
Cooney!
Did you know, yeah?
Cooney!
The Rock, yeah?
He's not got a cooney pig.
No matter what, we're getting a Cooney.
That's what I was saying.
Go on then, what?
Cooney,
The
Cooney
Rock.
pig. Good pig. Good
The
pig.
Rock, yeah?
Mm.
When you know, I can't think of another that. He was born on
The
24th.
2nd of May.
Is this,
Second of May,
is this a zoo-related fact or a rock-related fact?
The Rock, I can't fit.
She missed his birthday.
Did you know The Rock once went to a zoo? Right, crack on.
Me and Harry just had an argument because he showed me a picture of the bat. He said we need one bat, but I just thought he meant one bat, so I drew a bat. But then I just looked at a picture and I thought, but it says the word bat.
Yeah, but wombat's like a koala, isn't it?
Yeah, but it
close
says
to
the
a
word
koala,
bat.
but it's
I've
not.
drawn a bat here.
It looks the same as a koala, but it's not. It's not like.
So
We should have a koala, Harry.
you got one bat mixed up with one bat.
Yeah.
Okay, you better change the drawing of your bat then.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing some more colouring. I've done a lot more than I did earlier. I've realised it's easier to use green. Harry's doing the cost and he's doing the cost and he's finishing off my menu. And we were just thinking of what we could do for the advertising front bit, you know, like the video bit. But we are nearly there. We're nearly, aren't we? Close to be doing. I just need to finish off the colouring, then I'm done the whole map. So I'm super close, and this is going to take me ages. So what I've done is I've added all the prices up and got everything. So I've got that down on how much we need to make a year, and then all that down on how much we need to make a week, and then we need to have at least 2,000 people a day.
To pay the bills.
Yeah.
Did you include the feed in your working out?
In the feed?
The feeding the animals.
How much the animals cost
Yeah.
to feed? So how much do you need to make a day?
A day.
Yeah, roughly. All right, well, how much do you need to make a year?
A year. Well, all of the stuff. Added
So the cost of the
together. So I
keepers and the
need
ground
to
staff and everything, yeah?
Need to make 739,000 a year.
Okay, and then so you took your 739,000, you broke that down into each week, and then you broke each week
and
down
then
into each
I
day.
think the week was 15,000.
So roughly how many people do you think you need to get through the doors a day?
2,000.
Would more than make enough profit? Yeah. So you got to get 2,000 people a day. And what are your opening times?
I'm not sure.
What kind of opening times are you having?
We'll do like 9 to
Remember, we're
9
gonna
to
have
7 maybe.
What, in different times in the winter and summer?
Yeah.
We're going to have that nighttime one, so we're going to need like special tickets for the nighttime one. We pay extra for the nighttime one.
Yeah.
And how are we getting on with the menu?
For the menu's good. I'm just colouring everything in.
What food are we doing?
We'll do like a meat
I have an
section
idea.
and like a vegetarian
Harry,
section.
I've got an idea for your menu. Why don't you, on your kids menu, you put like a little like logo?
Oh, don't
and
have a kids menu. They can...
if on
They
your
just do
menu, yeah,
adult portions or kids portions of
yeah,
everything.
if you put like a little logo at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
on only some of them, yeah. Say there's only like like 1,000, yeah. And you only put them on like some of them, yeah. If you can click 3 of them, you get a 3 pass when you come in.
Oh,
Like,
that's a good idea, yeah.
So like if you collect 3 of them,
Yeah.
you get like a free pass.
Or what about when we go swimming, and then
Yeah.
if you come back within 7 days, you get the next time half price,
Yeah.
something like that. Have you done the cost of? Have you got like burger and chips on your menu, and how much does that cost?
Oh, I didn't do that.
Ah, well, people need to know how much it costs. So you'd have to do adult portion and children's portion, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you'd have to work
Big or
like that.
large?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big or large? Large or small?
Want to bring
Right, so you've done the park.
You know,
Yeah, and they're all animal
Talk
themed,
us
aren't
through
they?
the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where you come in.
Car park?
A mushroom.
Yeah, car park.
Well,
This is
right.
Not animal themed, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know,
I know what you
walk
mean,
through here. There's a rabbit centre.
Mr.
Here,
Kangaroos, yeah?
and yeah, we have the kangaroos here. Before you in here, you can also
Picnic area, learning centre.
And then here we have the lines.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they're far away, but actually far away.
Okay, yes.
Because you don't want to have them near the little bunny centre. Here you have a picnic and another picnic.
2 picnic areas, yeah.
Walk up and if you go down here, this is where
Yeah.
little kids, like if
Yes.
you're like if you're like 4 or 5,
With the spiders and snakes and all that kind of stuff.
So this is like the farm type,
yeah? With
donkeys,
pigs,
put the butterflies next to it.
chickens, doesn't matter.
chickens.
Yeah, because they can't get to each other.
Here we have the wallabies,
Yep.
and this is where you could this is like the gateway to go in and pet them. Up, if you go up here, some monkeys.
Yep, nice drawings of monkeys swinging on a tree, yep.
Am I drawing? Go around here. Here's the little kid. Here's the little kid park, play park.
Yep.
So like if you're under 3 or if you like.
And then this is your food store leading to
The
giraffe's
giraffe's
bedroom, yeah.
And then
the
you can go on a
giraffes,
bridge
more giraffes,
with
yeah.
and where you can stroke the giraffes.
Oh, okay, so you go up
So,
high,
the
so the
head.
giraffes come to you
Yeah.
with their heads, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Here we have some peacocks.
Peacocks,
saw
yeah.
that.
We have a toilet. A toilet.
Yep. Peacock toilet or person toilet?
Person toilet.
Okay, yeah.
Here we have. We also have a toilet over here.
Yeah, okay.
Here we have the cafe, which Harry has the menu for.
Yep, which we'll do in a minute, yeah.
Yeah, and we have the gift shop where you can be like teddies of the giraffes, teddies of the lions, like that.
Yes, makes sense.
If you go up here, here's the
Aquarium,
aquarium.
yeah.
Here you have the turtles,
Yeah.
dolphins, whales, fish,
Wow, Wales, it's going to be a big aquarium, yeah. Fish tank.
fish tank, and the shells.
I don't know what it says.
Sharks.
Sharks. Oh, sharks, okay, yeah.
Here is the VR, and the VR is so. This is my idea. I think it was a really good idea. So you put a VR headset on your head, and then you could like
VR swim with the sharks and stuff.
and the dolphins and like the turtles.
Sounds really good.
Or you can do it in real life if you have to pay extra.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then if you go out here, it's the crocodiles. Dylan's favourite bit.
Yep.
Lions.
Lions.
Wayne the lion.
You have leopards.
Leopards, yep.
Hyenas.
Hyenas, yeah.
And then if you go up here, there's some
Rhinos at the top corner.
penguins.
centre.
So they have a lot of room.
There's the wombat, yeah.
I had to change the picture. And we have another toilet there.
Yeah, plenty of toilets.
Plenty of toilets for everybody.
Okay, so how much does it cost to get into your zoo? Crocodile Harry.
We've got a lot of animals.
Yeah, you've got a lot of animals.
It'll be more than one. There'll be several though, won't they?
Yes,
There'll
there
be
will.
like several animals.
Mm-hmm,
Would you come to our zoo, Dad?
Definitely. Looks really good. Sounds really interesting. So there is all your zoo.
Oh, and I forgot, if you wanted to, you could pay some tickets to see the dolphins at night.
Yeah, and hire a go-kart and stuff to go round
yeah,
as well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So for an adult, it is £15. For a child, it is what, £10.50. For a child for 3 to 15.
Yep.
And for a child under 3 goes free. You can get a premium goal for £20.
Yep.
And a family of 4 can go over for £20 too.
Cool. Right, Harry, talk us through your menu.
Menu has the park logo.
Yep, HP Exotic on the front, yep.
We've got a vegetarian section
Cool.
and a meat section.
So, what's on the vegetarian section?
On the vegetarian section, for starters, you can have chips, nachos, onion rings, garlic bread, cheese platter, and bread and dip.
Sounds good.
For main course, you
Mozzarella
can have
sticks.
lasagna, mac and cheese, pizza, cheese pizza, a pancake, and a wrap.
Sounds good.
Could you get any pizza or just cheese pizza? On the meats,
Any pizza, I think
for
so.
drinks, you can have milk, J2O, orange juice, water, apple, milk, pineapple, lemonade. And with the drinks, if you buy a HP drink cup, you can get a free drink.
Sounds good. How much does pizza cost?
Pizza, it was £1.50.
That's good for
And
pizza.
all the starters are £1.
That's good for mozzarella sticks.
I could just eat more extra sticks all
quite
day. The starter for the meat is nachos, chips, onion rings, garlic bread, cheese platter, and a meat platter. Also, for the main course, you can have hot dogs, burgers and chips, pepperoni pizza, and chicken nugget and chips.
Excellent. Okay, so
Is that like the parents'
you've done how much it costs, how much you need to make. We've done what's
Yeah.
going on there. You've done food and everything. You've done the layout and the design. We've found the hat. We've done everything we need. So now you want to make your promotional video to...
Yeah, it's going to be the best video
So coming up next is our promotional video for HP Exotic.
Well, bam!
Hi, and welcome to the Land Under. You should come to HP Exotic Zoo, where you can come from the animals from the Land Under, like wallabies, kangaroos, wombats, and even stuff from the Atlantic. Come to HP Exotic Zoo.
Hello and welcome to HP Exotic Zoo. As soon as you step forward these gates, you'll be entering a new world. You can buy your tickets at the opening centre. Buy your food to feed the lovely animals. We care so much for animals, and that every single one is important as each other. Go through the car park where it holds thousands and thousands of cars. Hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Exotic Zoo.
Tickets for 4, please.
Haven't you already been here before?
Yes, but it was so good because I got to see the crocodiles, the rhinos, the lions. It was amazing. So I had to come back.
Well, that happens here every day in Exotic Zoo. At HP Exotic, you can come into a specially made treehouse and be in the sky with the bird. Wow, is that an eagle?
Even if you're not interested in animals, here we have the rarest plant in the world. This is the Hobbitus, Chopitus, Copitus, Plantus, Cactus. This is the tallest one in the world. We set loads of world records.
We even have some rare natural habitat for rare frogs. I think there's one in there now.
We also have lions. That's one now. It must be feeding time. Even if you pay an extra fee, you can help feed the lions. And for a little extra fee, you can see a world's smallest tiger. And you can pet him too.
Oh my god, this is the best experience I've ever had. I can't believe I'm stroking the world's smallest tiger.
But don't tell Carol Baskin.
Even the cows are the most friendliest thing you've ever seen. I just love HP Exotic Zoo.
Hey, we even have a wild wolf. All animals at HP Exotic also are very friendly. We also have a random girl visitor messing with the wolves.
Aww. I just love HP Exotic Zoo. And even our monkeys are very tame too. Oh, can I hug this monkey? Yeah, you can even feed him. Cool. Do you like a banana?
My hand's stuck. I think I can't reach it.
When you're at HP Exotic, other monkeys super friendly. I could cuddle them all day and they will not hurt me at all. Do you like it, monkey? I have 2 brothers at home, so I know how to handle a monkey. But when I first came to HP Exotic, it was kind of hard. But now I love them so much. And we even have a rare live jaguar, black jaguar. Very tame. I'm a really odd customer, and and I just came to HP Exotic Zoo, and I was holding the penguins, and I can't believe that you can actually hold penguins. Where else, except for HP Exotic, do you allow that to cuddle bears? Even here, we have the rarest animal alive. It's the one and only dragon. And on special occasions, we use them to light the barbecue. Do you like HP Exotic Zoo? Hey, I just love HP Exotic Zoo. There goes another random happy customer. Even here, you can have the cuddly and friendliest sheep. This one's called Cranberry. Wow, can I take one home? Only for a little extra fee. That was delicious. How's your food, random lady? It was the best thing since mozzarella sticks. Well, let me give you a secret. Here at HP Exotic, we have all the best chefs from around the world. I agree, this was delicious. Yeah. At HP Exotic, the food is fresh, fresh, fresh. Wow, those eggs are fresh. Don't eat my dirty eyes. Even at HP Exotic, there's nothing to waste because even the animals tidy up. Well, I've eaten that. Oh, please. Oh, please, please. Oh, my little friends just popped to say hello. Even at HP, all the wild animals run free. Hey, mister, even if I don't know you, I just want to say I had the best time at HP Exotic Zoo. Yeah, well, HP Exotic Zoo is the best. And let me let you into another HP Exotic secret. If you come in the next week, the next time you come, you get it half price. Wow, that's the best thing ever. I'm always going to come to a HP Exotic Zoo.